We've reached the
Dad jokes.
We've reached the tail end of the discussion.
I don't get it.
Oh, come on! You know the piece of bread that's in the bag? It's called the tail.
No, what?
The tail? What?
No, it's not.
What is it called then?
You're listening to the Totally Serious Podcast.
Totally Serious Podcast.
Hello, everybody. It's your favorite day of the week, Friday. Welcome to the Totally Serious Podcast. I'm American James.
I'm Ryan.
Oh no, I'm Australian, James.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe you've done this. I just wanted to go ham on that intro. I hope you're happy, everyone.
I think everybody's gonna be happy.
We had to make it big.
I think
We're back.
think
Episode 3.
I think everyone's going to be confused.
Who is this man?
Who's this Australian guy? There's 3 Jameses now? What the heck?
Yeah, Australia James. I can't do an Australian accent to save my life. but hey, we're here.
Yes, episode 3 is going to be big because we missed a week because I really did forget to hit the record button.
It's true.
We've already been sat here for a week.
We couldn't leave. We were
No.
trapped. Our producers, man, they're brutal.
Give me content.
Yes. So, what would you like, Mr. Agenda Man?
Well, I would say that you want to talk about sandwiches.
Ooh, yeah, I want to talk about sandwiches.
Let's talk about sandwiches.
Because y'all earlier had a conversation about sandwiches.
We did.
That I missed out
Yep.
on.
Well, we have a conversation about food every day.
Oh, yeah. All day, every day.
So
You missed out on the conversation about sandwiches because you were eating a sandwich.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't eating anything. I missed my lunch, and I'm so hungry, but it's okay. Let's do this. I'm ready. Throw your questions at me.
okay, we were talking about, and well, James, you go ahead and ask it.
Okay, we brought up what...
What constitutes a sandwich?
No, we already had that discussion.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
I brought up if there
Is
was...
cereal a sandwich?
If you take oatmeal and put it on a sandwich, what is that? That's a
interesting.
breakfast sandwich. So
Oh, yeah, breakfast sandwiches.
A breakfast sandwich, you just put like cereal and milk on a piece of bread.
Weetabix, slice of bread.
oh no, Weetabix.
I'm sorry. But
I tried Weetabix soup. It is terrible.
wait, you got some?
No, I was making a joke.
Whatever you get, so I want to try it.
Okay, I will get
sorry.
you some.
The question was, if you had one sandwich, if you could only eat one sandwich for the rest of your life,
Like I'm
What?
stranded on an island, but I have an infinite supply of one kind of sandwich.
Yeah.
What would it be?
That's pretty, they're gonna airdrop you in. Just
they
like,
can't
being greedy.
rescue you, but they'll give you a sandwich.
Oh man, that is tough. So even though I'm not stranded on a desert island, I feel bad. This is a confession. Every weekend, because like when I go to work, I have the convenience of eating lunch within walking distance of where I work. So I tend to eat out more than I should for lunch. But on weekends, I don't have that luxury. I don't have the luxury of just like walking to all the restaurants based on where I live. So I, at the grocery store, just buy turkey, and I just eat turkey sandwiches. And you're like, oh, it's not so bad. Turkey sandwich is fine. But the problem is it'll be breakfast, lunch, and dinner turkey sandwich.
like prepared the same each.
The same way each time, because so I don't, for weird reasons I don't want to get into, I don't cook where I live. So I was like, man, I need something that I can just buy real fast that I don't have to cook, It's like, oh, I'll just get
Do you put
a loaf of
mayo
bread.
on there, or do you just eat it dry?
It's just
You
wheat bread slice, turkey slice, wheat bread slice. No, it's not that sad or pathetic. Condiments wise, yeah, I do things. Sometimes I'll buy cheese if I feel like I can afford to spend the money. This is like, wow, this is getting more and more pathetic. I do like putting hummus on my sandwiches.
If you would like to sponsor a sandwich for James, please dial this number now.
This isn't a cry for help. This is just the sad reality.
That's the most American you're ever going to hear me speak.
Oh, man, I wish you could
That was
do a
American?
whole podcast in whatever accent that was the whole time.
Whatever.
But anyway,
Can I put a donation button on the website?
Yes.
Please donate.
GoFundMe so James can try other kinds of sandwiches?
We can have this like black and white ad roll video. This is James. He's so poor he can't even afford materials to make a sandwich.
I'm not even poor.
He only eats dry turkey sandwiches.
Man, that is that. But that's not the question. The question is,
If you were stranded on an island
yeah, straight on the island,
and they're
sandwich.
airdropping you sandwiches,
So, favorite sandwich. So, for most of my life, I don't know if this is my answer or not, but for most of my life, like growing up from pre-K to probably like 10th, 11th grade high school, I ate PB&J sandwiches. And even when I reached a point where it's like, I need to make my own lunch and stop making like mom do it, sometime in like junior high. And
sometime in college.
and I'd still make my own PB&J. Like I could have made anything, it wasn't like I didn't have options, but I would still make PB&J. So like historically, that's my favorite, and I would miss it, like the combination of nostalgia. If I was stranded on an island and I just had to have a sandwich, I would probably want PB&J. Like I know it's probably like a really lame answer, but I think I'm gonna go with that as my favorite sandwich. Because there's different kinds of like peanut butter, and there's like good quality peanut butter. And then there's like all the different kinds of jams and jellies and preserves and other stuff you can put on it. It's really good. So yeah, I'm gonna go with PB&J. That's my answer.
Have you ever grilled a PB&J?
What? You could do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a grilled cheese, but just
PB&J. It'll
oh my god,
change. It'll blow your mind.
I'm so
A grilled PB&J with chips.
wait. You put chips on a sandwich
On the side, maybe.
No, in the sandwich.
in the what? Okay.
I'm talking
Wait,
about.
Okay, first it's Weetabix.
No,
And now
I'm talking about American chips, not British
Like
chips.
fried potatoes.
fried potatoes on your...
You automatically assume I'm talking
Get some
about
malt vinegar, drizzle it on. Wait, so
Though they do like sandwiches in the UK. If you go into a fish and chip shop, you can just buy a chip sandwich, and they'll like just take the bread and they'll put the chips on it, and
really?
and put gravy on it or curry sauce or whatever, and then just like add more salt as well.
really, I'm
That's not a keto meal.
But yeah, PB&J. What?
PB&J. How about you, British James?
It has to be something related to chicken in some way. Like, you're all about the peanut butter jelly because, you talked about you could do different kinds of jelly and different kinds of peanut butter and nut paste and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, tried to forget.
Oh,
No.
Episode 2, throwback. Go listen.
Oh, that's going to be every episode. Oh, man.
Chicken, because you can grill it, you can barbecue it, you can fry it, you can crock pot it, slow cook it, you can...
okay, Bubba Gump.
We got fried chicken, whole chicken. So not. Wait, so it's just a chicken sandwich.
Well, I mean, you can add other stuff to it. I'd probably put cheese and
So not like a
no, not just straight up like
McChicken sandwich.
not like your dry
your
turkey
fast food restaurant.
What about chicken salad sandwich?
Yeah, for sure. Like that one at the donut place around the corner.
Brilliant.
That's not my favorite chicken salad, but we don't have to get into that right now. But it's not. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's pretty good, but
The price is good.
yeah, it is.
There's too much mayonnaise.
Well, because
It's like chicken salad soup.
it's like they take
That is not
all
accurate.
the stuff
I
and
will
they put
fight
it.
you.
I'd like to see how they make it. Like, I bet they have a big like bathtub back there full of.
Just like grab your slice of bread, just like scoop it up with the bread.
Well, it looks like like
Oh no.
I don't know. Like it just like why is it in the back?
It is kind of funny. They're like, how many do you want? They're like, 3. Okay. And they just walk in the back, and next thing you know, here's your sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want? You want them to put it in the glass display case next to all the donuts?
I want to pick out my sandwich. I want this sandwich.
Well, I mean, they could at least have like the
I've been eyeballing that one all week.
Instead of, I'm imagining it's like going to an ice cream shop and they have the tubs of ice cream and there's just a tub of chicken salad pre-made.
so why can't yeah
They use an
exactly.
ice cream scoop.
It's like a salad bar, you know, like
1 scoop or 2.
they just slop it onto. There's like a bathtub of it just sat behind the counter, and they just turn around like ice, you know, and scoop
Yeah.
it out into the.
Oh man, this is good.
So to add to the level of, have you ever had a KFC double down?
No, but I've heard about it.
Oh yeah, it's instead of bread, it's just more chicken. It's just more fried
So
chicken.
like, is it? I don't understand. Like, did they just? Is it like really thin pieces of fried chicken with stuff between it, or like how is it constructed?
I don't know if they still sell it or not.
I don't think they do, but it's fairly thin, like maybe
Okay.
1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch. I didn't bring my tape measure. But it's somewhere around there.
Regulation sandwich thickness.
Bring my micrometer in there. A few thousandths off, but it'll do.
That'll do.
And Ryan, what about your
that's right.
ultimate airdropped onto your desert island sandwich?
Well, this would work if I was if the island was Cuba,
Oh.
but it's Cuban sandwich.
Oh, okay. I was like, are we going like a political angle
I was gonna
here?
say, like, why does that matter? Like, do you have to be in Cuba to eat a Cuban sandwich? Does it have like cigars on it?
I don't even know if a Cuban sandwich is from Cuba.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like an
I
English.
need a food historian
muffins
to like
Yeah.
come on the podcast.
We don't call them English muffins; they're called crumpets.
Wait,
There's
really?
a huge difference between English muffins and crumpets.
There is.
I thought a crumpet was like a pastry.
It's not.
It's an English muffin?
It's. Could I make a sandwich out of crumpets? Like, what if I was to get 2 crumpets, melt a ton of butter in there, and then put like bacon and sausage and egg and all that in between 2 crumpets?
This is my time to talk about my sandwich.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, please, Ryan.
That sounds really good.
Next thing, Ryan will come in the morning and he'll be like, "Hey, you know that sandwich you were talking about? I tried it this morning. It is awesome.
And I bought the domain.
Crumpetsandwich.com."
No, okay. Well, my sandwich is it's a Cuban sandwich from a pizza restaurant in Fort Worth. I think they have a location in Dallas and Houston as well. But it's a place called Cane Rosso, and they had a Cuban sandwich. They don't sell it anymore.
What?
Unfortunately, but it was awesome. It was made with the same bread that they make the pizzas out of.
Okay.
And it was like chewy, but like the outside was crusty, and it had like the typical like pulled pork and Swiss cheese and mustard pickles of a Cuban sandwich. But it was a lot of flavors.
Sorry, it doesn't. I mean, any sandwich that you can construct within the same sentence, chewy, crusty, and cheese, just does not sound good to me.
What?
It just doesn't. I don't know. it just doesn't.
I've heard that you, Ryan, are really good at making grilled cheese. Could you make a grilled cheese with those three adjectives
Right now? Oh, chewy, crusty.
Yeah, just jump into the Totally Serious kitchen just around the corner and whip us up some grilled cheese.
We won't film it. We'll just narrate it. Right now, he opened the bag of bread, pulled out 2 pieces. Okay, now he's slicing cheese.
Day 1 in the Totally Serious kitchen. Ryan bought the materials to make a sandwich.
Yes.
And it was good.
We need a cooking special. I'm just saying.
Chewy, crusty, and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I would use one of those like bolillo rolls. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. And some.
I don't. I'm not from this country. I don't know what those are.
Those are not from this country
Either. Yeah, like I don't.
Well,
They're Mexican.
well, close enough.
Closer than England, I guess.
Yeah, well, there you go.
To all of our listeners in Mexico, we're sorry. We love you. We love your bread. Why don't they make the Cuban sandwich at this place anymore? What happened?
Well, I guess they're predominantly. I mean, it's a pizza restaurant, so I guess they just decided that a sandwich was not good enough for them.
A lot of pizza restaurants do sandwiches. Like Domino's does them, and Double Dave's does them.
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Yeah, how can I experience the sandwich?
You'd have to make it.
I'm gonna have to make one.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, or we should remake it in a PB&J and James's chicken.
We can have a sandwich off.
Yeah, I want to try this. Did you say grilled or just heated up PB&J or toasted?
Yeah,
or?
like
I'd be down for that. That'd
peanut
be
butter, and I usually use honey, but I mean I would use jelly or jam or something. And then my favorite is to use like a multi-grain bread, something that has some body to it.
Dave's Killer Bread.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bought some.
Oh, you did buy
Yes.
some? Okay, we
Maybe
had this whole discussion about this as well the other day. Dave's Killer Bread.
Yeah, I bought some for my, sad dry turkey sandwiches.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't yet. I haven't
Okay.
gotten to it.
Okay.
But yeah, just grilling them with some butter, and it's awesome.
I think I've had toasted PB&J inadvertently. So sometimes I freeze bread. I'll put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and I don't like let it defrost overnight or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, I really need bread. So I'll put it in the toaster. And I think I put it in the toaster for too long and it got toasted. And I was like, whatever, I'll just put my peanut butter and jelly on
See,
it.
I was always scared to put frozen bread in the toaster because of
Moisture getting
yeah.
inside the toaster.
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
probably.
You know.
Yeah.
I've done it a lot. I've never had problems.
I don't even own a toaster.
What about a toaster oven?
An air fryer.
Oh, yes. The
I
most-
Have you put bread in an air
the
fryer?
epitome
Yes.
of...
I have an air fryer oven at home. Not like the one we have here in the office, which almost resembles a deep fat fryer, but
Okay.
the air fryer oven resembles a small countertop oven and works in the same way, but it has trays instead, and you just open the door and put your stuff in on trays, and away you go.
Man, now I just want a sandwich.
An air fried peanut butter
Right?
jelly.
That wouldn't work. It would move the stuff around, and you have peanut butter everywhere.
You could maybe get some type of anchors or like
Anchors, sandwich anchors,
sandwich clips, like a toothpick or something just to hold it together.
toothpick, yeah, a steak knife.
Man, I feel like in comparison, my sandwich answer is
Sandwich magnets.
kind of boring.
Sandwich magnet.
Wait, sandwich magnet?
Yeah, you put.
So you put your sandwich between two metal plates.
Yes.
Then put that in.
It's like a panini press, but it's like
It's magnetic. Hey, this is patent pending. Anybody trying to steal this by listening right now?
I think Tesla's probably making one right now.
Yes. Was there any other component to the sandwich discussion? I'm surprised there wasn't like a crazy "what is a sandwich?" like.
Well, we can talk about
debate.
that. I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
I'm never opposed to that.
I'm not above that.
Ryan started this whole like group chat a couple months ago about this when somehow we all ended up at different, like we all went out to lunch, but we all ended up at different places. And Ryan and I went to the guy behind us here, and then a couple of others went to the taco place, and then this whole like group chat ensued about what is a sandwich? Can you classify tacos as a sandwich? And
Yeah, that was the flashpoint. I think was
We
a
were
taco
being-
a sandwich?
Yeah, we were being very productive that day.
we,
These are the questions that matter.
I know, for real.
I think we had to like we looked up and decided on a definition of a sandwich. Like did we use Encyclopedia Britannica or something weird like that?
We used Wikipedia and referenced the Earl of Sandwich.
oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
That's going to be my rap name, the Earl of Sandwich.
Your MC.
Yeah, that's my MC name, MC Earl of Sandwich.
I looked up that domain. At one point, I'm being serious. I looked up that domain and it's already taken.
Yeah, it is. It's actually taken by a hotel or a motel or something like that. And is it New England?
I
think
hope
it is.
they have sandwiches.
Yeah, I do
really
too. Really.
Because if they don't, that's such a waste.
But the Earl of Sandwich is the origin of the term sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people have made sandwiches before, just not knowing what they were.
Imagine them in England, in the 16th century, and they make this sandwich and
Like, what are you making? I don't know. It doesn't have a name
That's what I was
yet.
gonna say. It's like
it's just this thing that we've thrown together in the deep depths of England, and we've just smashed it between a couple of breads and called it the sandwich. Oh wait, it's not a sandwich yet, is it?
It hasn't been invented yet.
Hasn't
I
been in.
I just love the image of like historic people and they're constructing their sandwich, and it's like, oh, that looks really good. What is that? I see you
Yeah.
got some turkey and you got some hummus.
Of course,
and-
we all.
I don't know what this is. It's like, what? It's like my family's passed it down generation to generation, but we know not what it is. Like,
And then we're all stood there with our swords dangling from our sides so we can cut it, and
One day we'll know what we're eating.
one
King of England is, just sat there and he's like, bring me my bread thing with stuff on it. Your Majesty, I think we need to come up with a name for that.
fantastic. I'm pleased.
I think the original debate was one that we have talked about before, which was, is a hot dog a sandwich?
I don't remember.
Oh, really?
I do not remember this.
Was it, or was it a taco? Was a taco a sandwich?
Yeah, because then it turned into, was it open-faced sandwich versus
Yeah.
Yes.
that got messy.
Yeah, because
lives were lost. Many men, good men died. That
friendships
day.
were ruined.
Bridges were burnt.
I stand by.
Bread was toasted.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if we ever came to a conclusion. I think several people,
It was split. I know that.
yeah,
There was
like a sandwich.
yeah, like a sandwich.
Amazing.
Oh man. Yeah. So does that conclude our sandwich conversation, or do we have more to add to it?
I think
I don't know what else we can sandwich into this. Oh man,
we've reached the
dad jokes.
We've reached the tail end of the discussion.
I don't get it.
Oh, come on. You know the piece of bread that's in the bag? It's called the tail.
No, what?
It's called the tail? What?
No, it's not.
Well, what is it called then?
It's called the heel.
Who are you people?
Is this like
Right?
another just across the Atlantic
I think so.
disagreement?
Wait, so what do you call it? The tail?
Yeah.
We're going to have to look that up. Okay, you guys keep talking. I'm going to look it up.
We need to yell at our producer, Alex. Can you look this up?
Alex!
I mean, I could see thinking like the tail end, but
Yeah. That's
I was always told it was like the ends were like the butt of a bread. Which is probably even more ridiculous.
The bread butt.
oh no.
Heel sounds rather clever. I would have never come up with that myself.
Okay.
Or did Alex get you? You pull up. You can Google it. Like a good.
I went on to, I believe this is from Reddit.
The best place to get information.
Yep.
Peer reviewed.
According to a survey conducted on Reddit, people have many different nicknames for the end piece of bread around the world. Some of the most popular terms for this piece is end piece
End piece.
and heel.
Yeah.
Other popular terms include butt and crust.
Wait, crust?
Yeah.
Crust is like
That's
everything around it.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
not.
that's
that
like the
doesn't count.
whole thing. The outer
Okay, here's some
shell.
percentages.
Watch this. Tail's not even going to be there, is it?
36.7% of responders called this slice the heel.
Okay, that's not me. I obviously didn't enter
Almost
that.
all of the Irish and Oklahoman responders use this term. That's a weird, like...
Irish and Oklahomers.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of Irish people in Oklahoma then?
The skalk, S-K-A-L-K, skalk, was a term of choice for Norway.
Oh, well,
Oh, it roughly translates to heel, so...
yeah.
That should have just been...
I was gonna say like that's just a Norwegian word. Like, it has to be a survey amongst English-speaking countries and peoples.
The second most popular group of responders included the term end. Which that seems lazy. Seems lazy.
You want,
Yeah, a little bit.
You want the end?
27.6 of the responders called it the end, or the end piece, or the end slice.
Would you like the beginning slice, young
I am
master?
not seeing...
Master Wayne.
20% of responders called it the butt, the bum, or the rump.
Okay, I feel
Interesting.
validated in my weirdness. That's good.
It's not looking good for me.
One responder from Florida said they refer to this piece as the booty bread. Okay.
Give me some of that booty bread.
12.7% of people said they referred to it as the crust, which is dumb.
What did you say? 20 something? No.
No, 12.7.
12
Did I say
point-
12.7.
12.7 of people are wrong.
Yeah.
Should be ashamed of themselves.
All
The crust is the crust.
We apologize to all you crust lovers out there.
well, all Welsh responders said they called this piece the crust.
Wait, for real? For real?
Yep.
Oh, Wales, I have a bone to pick with you. The crust. So what do they call what we
okay.
would call the crust?
I don't
The
know.
top bit? I don't know. The border bit? Like
Okay.
what
The,
do you call it?
Australian. The boogeyman bread was a term used by an Australian responder.
Like just one guy in Australia.
The hoof from a Californian.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Okay. Yeah, I have heard that. That's real.
I can't read some of this, but it says a list of some anti-end of slice terms included trash, garbage, the ugly slice, the nasty slice, Satan's spawn, and the piece of that no one likes.
What? But you could do so many things with that. With the
hilarious.
What's the number one term? Not end piece. Heel. The heel of. You could do things.
I do have a sandwich story for you.
I'm not done.
I'm
I have a few more.
This Reddit survey's not done.
I need to go and comment on this Reddit thing to put.
Some Scottish responders called it the doorstep, or the outsider, or the knobby.
Yeah, would you like a knobby? Would you like to see my outsider's knobby?
Oh no! I can't believe you've done this.
We're gonna have to put an explicit rating on.
Yep. Rip.
Great.
Actually, though, that leads well into my story because it is about eating a sandwich in Scotland.
Oh, okay.
One of my friends from college was from Scotland, and I went up to his parents' house for a weekend, and sat there just minding my own business, and his mum came out of the kitchen, and she's like, "Hey, James, would you like a piece?" And I'm like,
why does everybody sound Jamaican in your stories? I'm sorry, please continue.
Oh, yes.
she offered me a piece. Like, and I'm sat there thinking, a piece of what? Like, what are you offering me a piece for? Like, here, I've offered someone a piece, they'd, like, you know, be like a 22 or a 38 or, you know, something like that.
Firearm.
But, you know, like, and so I asked her, I was like, I genuinely don't know what a piece is. And so then she referred to it as another term, which I am familiar with because it's a northern term. And you can look this one up too. It's called a butty, B-U-T-T-Y, which is a sandwich.
Okay.
What is that?
Just anything. It's just a sandwich.
Oh, it's not like a specific type of sandwich?
No.
Okay.
It can be anything. And then they'd be like, what do you want on your butty?
Haggis?
Haggis. Yeah.
Disappointment.
Black pudding. So there you go. A piece in Scotland is a butty or a sandwich.
Fascinating.
So I just have to clarify
Uh-oh.
that none of them said the tail.
Oh yeah, it's true. I didn't hear tail.
Well, they're all wrong.
Every last one of them. Reddit's wrong. You heard it here first.
Never have good luck with Reddit.
Was that Reddit.uk?
Actually, we can't anger Reddit. They have so much power.
This is the end slice of this discussion. The heel of the debate.
Okay, that's better. You have redeemed yourself.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
See you next week.
Totally serious.